The Kalos Tour Global event is getting closer and closer. However, last night they released some new details which are looking very interesting. Once we've covered those, then we're going to discuss the whole event in its entirety if you are a free-to-play player versus if you do buy the ticket for a total cost of $10. And right at the end, we will discuss, is this ticket even worth your money? This is your Kalos Tour Global full prep guide with Go With Us. As always, let's get time and dates out of the way. Guys, the Kalos Tour Global will be taking place on Saturday, the last day of the month, on the 28th, running until the 1st, which is going to be Sunday, the very next day at 6 p.m. local time. Let's kick off with some of these new details that they just dropped. So it looks like our avatar items have now come into play. These are going to be part of the Go Pass, and of course the Go Pass Deluxe. If you did purchase that, it looks like we can get that X and Y Go Tour tee, which is pretty sick. Of course, that Zygarde jacket is going to be in there as well, including the lucky trinket if you did purchase the deluxe. It also looks like the Xerneas headwear and the Yveltal coat will also be made available, which I must say look pretty sick. And it also looks like our shiny Diancie t-shirt has now officially come out, but this is going to be part of our masterwork research, which we will cover, that of course will get you a shiny Diancie encounter. By the way, that is just part of your Go Pass. That is not the ticketed experience. It also looks like another thing they've announced is that there are going to be shiny boosts to certain Pokemon if you didn't have a ticket, which I think are incredible. We're going to get shiny boosts to both costume Pikachus, which is going to be Callum's hat as well as Serena's hat, so both costume Pikachus. We're going to get an increased chance to shiny Chespin, shiny Fennekin, as well as shiny Froakie in the wild. We also get a higher chance to encounter shiny Honedge coming from 1-star raids, including a shiny boost to all Pokemon hatching in the 2-kilometer egg pool as well as the 10-kilometer egg pool, which we will cover in a little bit. I think that is a massive difference and a huge upgrade. The other new thing they've announced, it looks like Mr. Masuda will be added again with his music that is going to be inspired from Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. It looks like certain music will be playing on the map while we're walking, as well as hearing different music when we take on Xerneas as well as Yveltal in 5-star raids. And the other thing they've announced for ticketed trainers is that we will get access to another special research, which is going to be called an Exception Yarn Special Research. Trainers with the special research are either going to have to pick the X version path or the Y version path. If you pick the X version path, you're going to receive a Xerneas themed special research reward, something like candy, XL candy, including an encounter with Xerneas that has a special background inspired by Pokemon X, which is sick, but it doesn't end there. If you did pick the X path as well, Unknown X will be unlocked from field research rewards that can be encountered during the event and that can be shiny. I think that is a brilliant addition, but let's have a look at the Y side. Yveltal themed special research rewards like candy as well as XL candy for Yveltal. You're going to get an encounter with Yveltal that has that special background inspired by Pokemon Y, but you will also unlock field research tasks that are going to award you encounters with Unknown Y, which can also be shiny. Those are the new additions to the Kalos Tour Global that we know, but what are going to be the free features to all of us? It looks like, and as we said, shiny Diancie will be making its Pokemon Go debut through a masterwork research, which does not come as a separate cost. Normally this ticket would cost about $8 or $9, but if you do buy the Kalos Tour Global ticket, you will be able to unlock the special research. That research cannot be completed in a day or sometimes even a week. It's lengthened out on purpose and it does not expire because it's trying to work you towards that shiny Diancie encounter. We're also getting 3 shiny debuts to very desired Pokemon. First of all is going to be Honedge, which as we said will be appearing in 1-star raids and that will come with the shiny boost. It looks like shiny Klefki and shiny Howlucha will be released as well, and they will be hatching from 10-kilometer eggs also with that shiny boost. And it was announced a couple of weeks ago that Mega Malamar and Mega Victory Bell will be making their Pokemon Go Mega debuts, which of course do come from the Legend ZA games released last year. Those are some of the highlights, but let's get straight into the bonuses now that are going to be free to all players. First and foremost, we can see Mega Evolved Pokemon that will receive a CP boost. This is done on purpose because there are going to be a lot of Mega Raids that are going to be featuring, so we get more health in these Mega Raids, which means we can stay on the battlefield a lot longer to power up other Pokemon of the same type in order to give us more chance of defeating these raid bosses, even as a solo potential. That's very important to mention here. It's going to be half egg hatch distance for all eggs placed into incubators during this event, and it looks like we get all day bonuses for trading. This is massive. We get 6 special trays per day at a cost of 50% less Stardust. I'm going to stop this right here and just explain this out a little bit. To be able to do 12 special trades on 2 days is something we maybe haven't seen in years. This is a massive, massive bonus. It is one that you cannot overlook because, as we've said to you a few times over, trading Pokemon is one of the most underutilized features in Pokemon Go. Trading and getting lucky Pokemon is extremely valuable. This is how a lot of pros get their hundos and get their shundos. They don't just sit around and raid all day. They trade a lot of Pokemon per day as well. We're going to leave some examples on screen that we've experienced on both accounts. Remember to trade your Pokemon. Do those 12 special trades. Routes are going to be heavily featured during the Kalos Tour Global. It looks like some bonuses attached to that is that red Flabebe on routes will be appearing in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. The blue flower Flabebe will be appearing in the Asia Pacific region, and the yellow flower Flabebe will be spawning in the Americas. If you're lucky on routes as well, you can encounter the white and orange flower Flabebe no matter what region you are in. But the big thing about doing routes during the Kalos Tour is that we will be able to collect more Zygarde cells on routes, and it looks like we can encounter Mateo, but we can do up to 25 routes per day. And because those Zygarde cells are going to be stacking, as we know, we can only generally collect about 3 Zygarde cells per route outside of this event. Who knows how much this could stack? We could potentially get up to a month's collection of Zygarde cells, maybe just in 2 days. Do the routes. But let's have a look at what's spawning in the wild. It looks like there's going to be 3 different rotating habitats happening in 2 hours each. The first habitat, which is going to be the Central Village habitat, will be happening from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. as well as 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Spawning there, we can see Bulbasaur, Pidgey, Eevee, Trico, Ralts, Chespin, Bunnelby, Fletchling, Skiddo, Furfrou, Spritzy, Swirlix, Helioptile, Dedenne, and Noibat. The Mountain Manor habitat will run from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. as well as 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. We can see Charmander, Scyther, Eevee, Torchic, Absol, Fennekin, Litleo, Pancham, Furfrou, Esper, Carbink, Phantump, Pumpkaboo, Bergmite, and Noibat. And last but not least, the Coastal Laboratory will be rotating in at 12 to 1 p.m. as well as 4 to 5 p.m. We can see Squirtle, Eevee, Mudkip, Froakie, Furfrou, Inkay, Binnacle, Skrelp, Clauncher, Tyrant, Amara, Gumi, and Noibat. Now, I know I mentioned unknown at the beginning of the video, but it looks like for the first time in a while, incense encounters are not going to be locked behind the ticketed experience, which means Unknown A, Unknown K, Unknown L, Unknown O, and Unknown S, which spell Kalos, will be able to be encountered through incense for all players. That is incredible. Let's look at those egg pools that are going to be available to everyone. In 2-kilometer eggs, we can see Larvitar, Bagon, Beldum, and Gibble. In 5-kilometer eggs, we can see red flower Flabebe, yellow flower Flabebe, orange flower Flabebe, blue flower Flabebe, as well as white flower Flabebe. I have a feeling these will not be region locked as well, which I think is an incredible opportunity to collect all the flower colors. And in the 10-kilometer egg pool, all of these are shiny boosted as well. We can see shiny Kangaskhan, shiny Heracross, shiny Howlucha, and shiny Klefki. All of these Pokemon are regional Pokemon as well, which means you might not even have them in your Pokédex. For example, something like Kangaskhan only spawns in Australia. This is a great opportunity to get it in your decks or to try and collect candy or the shiny for these Pokemon, especially because you will never see them in the wild depending on where you live. As we move into our raids now, there are a lot of raids going down during this Kalos Tour, including the Road to Kalos Tour as well. We are going to need a lot of raid passes and a lot of Pokecoins. We would suggest looking at today's sponsor, which is going to be Eldorado.gg. Eldorado is a global gaming marketplace where players can buy in-game currency as well as services for their favorite games. I've just had a look at their website right now, and guys, for example, you can see that for 2,500 Pokecoins, we only have to pay $6. That is absolutely insane. Please check them out using our personal link. We're going to leave it on screen right now. That is going to be go.eldorado.gg/go with us. And remember to use our discount code as well, which is going to be go with us, all in capitals, for an exclusive discount, I believe, of about 5%. Every single seller is verified, and every single order is also protected by Eldorado's Trade Shield. Big thanks to Eldorado for supporting this channel. Let's get straight back to the video now. And because we're speaking of raids, let's have a look at those 1-star raids. We can see Honedge coming with the shiny boost, Callum's Hat Pikachu, as well as Serena's Hat Pikachu. In 5-star raids, we will be able to encounter Xerneas and Yveltal. But of course, the main pull of this whole event is going to be the Mega Raids taking place on both days. It's important to mention now that Mega Victory Bell will only be spawning on Saturday the 28th and Mega Malamar will only be available on Sunday the 1st. These two will be rotating in with every other Mega, so all the other Megas spawning on Saturday are going to be rotating every single hour. So on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. we can see Mega Charizard X and Y. From 11 to 12, we can see Mega Pidgeot. From 12 until 1, we can see Mega Garchomp. From 1 until 2, we can see Mega Gardevoir as well as Mega Gallade. From 2 to 3, we can see Mega Kangaskhan. From 3 to 4, we can see Mega Venusaur and Mega Blastoise. From 4 to 5, we can see Mega Lucario, and from 5 to 6, we can see Mega Latias. And then on Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., we can see Mega Sceptile, Mega Blaziken, and Mega Swampert. From 11 to 12, we can see Mega Scizor. From 12 to 1, we can see Mega Tyranitar. From 1 until 2, we can see Mega Absol. From 2 until 3, we can see Mega Heracross. From 3 until 4, we can see Mega Metagross. From 4 until 5, we can see Mega Salamence, and from 5 until 6, we can see Mega Latios. Because we've just touched on these raids, we cannot touch on these raids without mentioning the new special backgrounds, which will be featuring a Pokemon X background, a Pokemon Y background, and a new Mega Evolution icon background. All of these Pokemon spawning in raids from the 1-star raids with the Pikachu and Honedges all the way until Xerneas and Yveltal have a chance to have the X or Y background, and the same goes for every single Mega Evolution to have the new special Mega Evolution background. That is a lot of content, in our opinion, for free, which I think is incredible. But let's have a look if you did buy the ticket, which is going to cost you a total of $10. First and foremost, we did say you will get access to that Masterwork research awarding you with the Pokemon Go shiny debut of Shiny Diancie. We already explained how that works. We also touched on the new feature in the beginning, which is going to be the new X and Y special research that you will only get if you are a ticket holder. On top of that, ticket holders will also get a new timed research, which is going to be surrounding Furfrou and its different trims, which is pretty sick. Please note that this timed research will expire at the end of the event on Sunday at 6 p.m. So make sure to change your trims while you still have the option before it expires, and remember to change your trim. Go into the Furfrou of Choice's summary page. From there, you will be able to change the trim for a total cost of 25 candy as well as 10,000 Stardust to any different trim. Ticket holding trainers will also get access to new stickers, which will be coming from Pokestops. These are pretty sick if you do value those. What are the extra bonuses stacking on top of the free bonuses as a ticket holder? Well guys, it looks like on both days from midnight to midnight on both days, you will get an increased chance to encounter shiny Pokemon, which means everything you encounter on this day is pretty much going to have a shiny boost. The other thing that you will get access to is one Go Snapshot surprise encounter per day, but that may feature Latias on Saturday and Latios on Sunday, and those encounters can be shiny as well. We have seen this before with the Leg Trio with Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit spawning in this type of way before. That can be shiny, a great opportunity to fill the decks if you don't have those Pokemon. As we move into our conclusion now to see is this ticket worth it and worth the $10, let's just have a read at something together of what it says for ticket holders exclusively. It's time for trainers around the world to band together. Through intense battles, exciting encounters, and breakthrough discoveries, can you uncover exciting new ways to understand and master Mega Evolution? I can already tell you, and please do not shoot the messenger because the leaks have come out and it looks like, and I believe this will be revealed during the Kalos Tour, and hopefully not just for ticket holders, but it looks like it's under the ticket holder exclusive content. It looks like a brand new Mega level will be coming to Pokemon Go, which will be Mega Level 4. It looks like to get to Mega Level 4, you're gonna have to Mega Evolve your Pokemon another 30 times like it is to get to Mega Level 3. It looks like it could potentially cost 5,000 Mega Energy to get to this level. I don't know if this means by way of Mega Evolution for that specific Pokemon. That is just what's been leaked. That may change in the future, but I'm telling you that Mega Level 4 will be coming to Pokemon Go soon, and it could potentially be another big feature of this event, maybe for ticket holders, but I hope not. Is this ticket worth $10? In my honest opinion, no. The fact that they have canceled out the unknown spawns so you can't shiny hunt those, unless you are a shiny hunter, I would say that is going to be the only reason to buy this ticket. The Go Snapshot encounters, shiny Latias and Latios, I mean, that's a maybe for everybody, and a lot of people probably have those Pokemon already, but overall, the amount of content that we are getting for free, I really do think you could put your resources into something like Pokecoins or in the web store to get raid passes, remote passes, because this weekend is heavily on raiding as well, and I'm not sure that this ticket kind of covers that at all. But let us know what you guys think. Is it worth $10 in your opinion? Our opinion is No. Guys, love you so much. Go with us. Please make sure to smash the like and subscribe button. We have noticed recently that not a lot of our viewers are actually subscribed to the channel. Please click subscribe. We will bring you some of the best content. We upload weekly This Week episodes, including every single event on Pokemon Go, and the channel is growing by the day, and we cover every single blade of grass you could potentially think of. Love you guys. Go with us. Really appreciate your support and watching, and we'll catch you in the next one, baby. This is your Kalos Tour Pro Guide. Shh.